defending. I think it's like.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian, bro. Come on.
Am I live? Of course I'm live. I've lost my voice. Can you blame me? Arsenal 2, Spurs 0, Arsenal 2. It's amazing stuff, people. Happy to finally win in what felt like a gazillion years. I think 2014 away from home at Spurs. Happy to end that. Obviously, remember what happened last season. Happy to have a clean sheet. Big up Ramsdale. I think some of his performances, just like today, deserve such. Happy to score 2 goals. Happy to get 3 points. Obviously, we've got Spurs, which we packed, just like Chelsea, just like every damn club in this city. We've got United and City next. So it's lovely for that. It's lovely to bounce back, obviously, in relation to the Newcastle game and dropping 2 points in that game. Obviously, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course, in some cases, good night. Please make sure you're offering your own opinions and you're smashing the like button. As I just alluded to, North London Derby has finished in the same vein that the game in reverse fixture at the Emirates ended, with us doing the double over Spurs and winning the game, people. And as I said, I'm proud of the boys, the collective. As we know, it's about passion, it's about desire, it's about hunger, it's about pride, it's form goes out the window. It's just getting the job done. And we've done that. And in so many ways, I think it was a top performance, a glorious performance, a solid performance. But because of the high standards we've set this year, I think it could have been better, you know. I think as much as Ramsdale's had to make 7 saves and 7 glorious saves, for me, the 2 in the first half, really, and obviously in the second, the 5 in the second, he deserved to have nothing to do. Ramsdale's spot on, arguably man of the match. So if Ramsdale's the man of the match in a big game, cool. But in what I feel has really never been in doubt in that game, even though I think first 5 minutes we looked off it a bit, pardon me, there's levels. I think we could have scored a lot more. I think Eddie had a brilliant game, could have had a couple. I think Partey was very unlucky for his banger, and there was a couple of other half chances, you know. Zinchenko, Ramsdale's going to overshadow it. And I love to have this. We're going to all fight over who's man of the match and things like that, rightly so. I think Ramsdale, he's putting a performance in it, and obviously nasty scenes at the end. Lovely celebration scenes from us. Call the celebrations police. They were celebrating at Stamford Bridge for getting a point. We won the game, and it's lovely to see the celebrations and the dancing on the pitch, people. But we've done what we've needed to do, especially considering City have dropped points, United have won. I think Newcastle have bagged 3 points as well. You know, Liverpool have got battered, Chelsea have won. Again, it's nice when all the top 6 rivals drop points. So as I said, I think we could have defended a tiny bit better and made it a bit less. Have to see Ramsdale a bit less. He'll have some highlights from this game. I think we could have scored more, but other than that, individually, we won all our battles. Collectively, we won all our battles. You know, we killed the game in the first 36 minutes. Obviously, there is second half. Our backs were against the wall. You know, there's a bit of a different Spurs side. We know they're second half FC. We know playing at home, and obviously Conte using the 15 minutes to get onto them. We know we're going to have to defend a bit, really. And I think Zinchenko bossed it. The first thing I'd say about Zinchenko, this is why he's the first choice left back, innit? The first thing about him, he was brilliant in the air today. He was brilliant nicking the ball in front of Harry Kane and preventing counters. There was only one shaky moment from Zinchenko where he kind of got tired towards the end of the second half, lost his footing, and it was calm. Brilliant performance from Zinchenko. Obviously, typically what he gives you in the field, You know, Odegaard, brilliant performance. Saka, he could play a lot better. Not that he was bad, has provided 2 decisive moments for us. I think early on, Partey looked a bit booky with some of his passes, but he's been involved in both the goals. And we've exploited mistakes. Hugo Lloris has had a mare. I don't know what he's doing for Saka's goal. I really want it to get credited to Saka. The second goal's come from his goal kick. Saliba's won the header. He's found Partey, he's found Saka, and Odegaard's had a superb effort, really and truly, and given us that cushion. So yeah, man, I think we were brilliant today. I think we was really brilliant. I think the positives of that, we showed clinical finishing. We managed the game well. It never really looked in doubt from we took the lead. I think we showed a lot of maturity in the game. I think, as I said, Odegaard, Zinchenko, Ramsdale, bossed it. I think Gabriel in particular had a flipping phenomenal game today, as did Saliba. Benjamin White, solid as they come as well. Granit and Partey doing what they're doing. Man to a man, we did well. Eddie deserved a couple of goals, man. I felt sorry for him. I think our quietest player, probably Martinelli, despite that skill, but it is what it is. You know, individually, we did our job. Collectively, we did our job. We can't, you know, Lloris has that clanger in him. Those of you that watch my watch along, we spoke about that. We can't be held accountable for that. We can only exploit that. We know Spurs have no midfield. They got no Ben to call. The players can't pass forward. We're going to win that battle. We know their centre-backs, excluding Romero, are not the most dynamic or adventurous on the ball in terms of giving them another dimension, which playing in a back three you've got to do that. And obviously, for all this talk about Conte's record against the top six and as great as he is defensively and all of that, first half an hour, we put that to bed, essentially, really. We know we'll win the midfield battle. We know we'll get onto their defenders. We know Lloris has a mistake in him. We know Kane and Son, by that logic, are going to be out of the game. We're not saying that both of them probably could have scored today. Ramsdale made a great save from both, but they're two quality players on their day. The only one that really looked like they'll make something happen would obviously be Kulusevski, and he's not fully fit. On another day, he probably scores one of those, really. But apart from that, he's the only Spurs player that looked like they was on something, really. Obviously, Kane, Sessegnon, Son, they all had fine chances towards the end. Højbjerg, it's off topic. That was a stupid attempt at a penalty from Højbjerg in the first half, innit? So, yeah, it's lovely to continue our great away form. We've put in some great performance. We've got some great away tests to come, but it's lovely to see how we're playing all season. We were unfortunate to not beat Spurs at Southampton at St Mary's or United at Old Trafford, but in a historical tough ground where obviously it was a big L for us last year. We've won here. We've gone to Brighton. We've gone to Leeds. We've gone to Stamford Bridge, and that was probably even more comprehensive than today. Obviously, at Liverpool coming to our place, we've pulled off some great results. And whenever you can take points off your rivals, it's always good. Up until a few weeks ago, technically Spurs were actually third in the table, really, and United are putting their results together. So it makes that game against United next Sunday all the bit more interesting. Happy to see Saliba and Saka haven't been booked because they would have missed the United game. Would have loved to have seen Kane booked because I think that means he would have missed Spurs' game against City. So, yeah, I do think in the second half we did look a bit tired naturally because of what the game demands, and still it's questions on Pedri has just got Gavi has just scored for Barcelona, but I think we need more depth. I think against Newcastle, we showed what a winger or an attacking player could do. I think we need a centre midfielder. El Nene was injured. Obviously, there was not that angle to bring people on. Towards the end, we went with Fabio Vieira. I think, we just needed a bit more depth, really. It was lovely to draw Fatini and Tomiyasu to see out the game, but I think we need more depth because people look tired. I think Eddie worked well, but on another day, people might focus on the missed chances, which I think would be very harsh and unfair to him, people. But as I said, I think we had better game management. We kind of knew we did enough to win the game. Everybody did their individual job, so collectively it took care of themselves. I love to see how the boys celebrated, the huddle before the game, the huddle before the second half. And, when a mistake has happened, people are geeing people up. People are saying switch on and things. I did think we started off the first half. Obviously we're playing a team at home. I think Spurs for the first 5 minutes looked a lot better than they ultimately would have. But we've been able to exploit key problems in Spurs this season. Hugo Lloris, the lack of quality that Spurs have in midfield and defensively, I'm not involved with it. It's got nothing to do with us, really. So, yeah, it is what it is. So the celebration police can get onto us. Everyone can say what they want to do. I want to see Conte's presser, really, because while Arteta was focusing on what we need to do to win the game, certain man was sat there just focusing on how we intimidate referees and things. An actual guy that's been convicted of match fixing. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it, mate? So, yeah, it is what it is. We did ride our luck at times. Second half, you would have loved it to be a bit more one-sided, but in a way, you had this confidence that we would see it through. At best, I thought, you know what, they definitely grab one, make it nervy towards the end. Holding might have to get off the bench and go with a back three, but it weren't that. So I think we were very good today. But the nice thing is, I think we could go up several gears. I think Saka and Martinelli took it easy on those fullbacks. I think we should have put more salt into the wounds. As I said, well, some of you that are part of my watch along, my boy confirmed it. I said we're winning 4-0 today. We're going to pattern it in the first 30 minutes. Now, 6 minutes off because Odegaard's second goal came in the 36th. And obviously, we didn't get those up. We go at 50% of the way. We didn't quite get those other goals in. So it is what it is. Don't care who scores, how we score, just that we win, we won. It's nice to obviously win. Now we can focus on Manchester United and Manchester City. United first, who are in good form under Ten Hag and will be playing in front of our fans. And it's fantastic to do the double over these lot, really and truly. So, yeah. In true logic, they'll focus on how bad Spurs were, but that's great for them, man. We won the game, and we're bad news for London, innit? I mean, North London's red on the best of days. How can they be our rivals? I mean, I'll accept banter from Man United, from City, from Liverpool, from Chelsea, from teams that I've seen achieve things. What have Spurs achieved? Are they our rivals? The only relevance is that we're both from North London and we came to your manor and overtook it, really. For Spurs, boy, things are going from bad to worse, innit? But that's their problem. For us, great 3 points. We enjoy today, but come tomorrow, it's irrelevant. We take the good, we make it great. We improve the areas of improvement there is, and we focus on Manchester United and there on and so forth, people. But this dream of a season, you don't want to wake up, man. But North London's always going to be red. Spurs mind the gap. You know what we do. You know what we're on. So with that being said, please let me know your own opinions. Turn on the notifications and all of those things. Arsenal 2, Tottenham Hotspur 0. And the same way Chelsea got, Liverpool got is the same way Spurs got put in the package. All I want to know is who's got Riz, who's got Chip, who's got Roach. Let me bill it, whatever that is. So yeah, one love to everyone. Enjoy what's left of your day, afternoon, evening, or night. Check out the rest of the videos. But for now, one love, people. Arsenal 2, Spurs 0. What do you think of Tottenham? Shit. What do you think of shit? Tottenham, thank you. That's definitely all right.
Spurs, because you always use that accurate red light, defending.
I think it's like